Hello everybody, how are you? Welcome back to another video. This week I want to talk about routines. For anybody that knows me and my sister and my mom, we are big routine people. And the reason we're big routine people is because growing up, my mom as a single mom had to establish routines to make it easier on her. That's just what she had to do. And so we grew up with strict routines and, I went through a period of sort of resenting how routine my life was. But at the same time, I have a new respect for routines and what they can really give and the freedom they can give. So when I went through a really hard time when I first started healing, a lot of things that needed to be healed, my acupuncturist told me, get into a routine, Laura. Get into a routine so that you feel safe, so that you feel comfortable, so that you can do what you need to do. And that advice helped me so, so much. And so today I sort of just want to talk about routines and why they're important and what the significance of them is and what they really entail, because I was talking to my sister about this yesterday and she sort of said, well, Laura, I feel overwhelmed when I hear the word routine, because then I think I have to have, step after step after step, and I've got to change the way my whole life looks. And that's not true. A routine can actually just be one action that you do at the same time every day. So one thing that you get ready or that you do before you get ready for bed, and that's your get ready for bed routine, which can be really helpful. So I wanted to talk about the sort of message that it sends to the universe when you decide to get a new routine or do something every day at the same time, and what that really does. So say you want to make a small change. For me, I started meditating, and it was really hard at the beginning because I didn't know where I would fit it into my day. Would it be in the morning? Would it be at night? Now it's both, but I started with meditating before bed. And so I would work that into my routine. So I'd start doing that every night at the same time. And what that did is it sent a message to the universe like, okay, I'm serious about this. I'm serious about my healing. I'm serious about making changes in my life and seeing improvements. And establishing and sticking to that routine allowed me to build self-trust. And it also sent a message to the universe that I'm ready for what's next. I'm going to stick to this, and that opens up space for something else to come into my life. And so it's a really important message when we decide to make a commitment to doing something and we stick to that on a daily basis. It's really important for us to begin doing that, even with just something small. So I wanted to sort of let everybody know why, people suggest doing a routine all the time and why it's important. And the next thing is sort of, well, you think maybe, how do I decide what I'm going to do? And so I think most of us have a pretty good idea of where we're out of balance in our lives. And so for me, it was sort of just a general feeling like I needed to get to know myself better. And I needed to get comfortable with my own company because I had a huge insecurity around that, around being alone. And so that's why I decided to establish meditating every night. Maybe for you, you're trying to get into an exercise habit, or you're trying to quit, coffee, or you want to eat healthier in general. So for that, I sort of just suggest picking one small thing that you can do, and replacing it with a different habit and making that your new routine. If you have trouble sleeping, you can establish a new routine of reading for 10 minutes before you go to bed and start playing around with that and seeing what works for you. And you probably have to switch it up a little bit here and there because it will work best at this time and not so great in the mornings or things like that. So just sort of play around and see what works best for you and have fun with it, experiment with it. And eventually you'll fall into a pattern that feels good for you with this new habit, this new routine, and you'll start to feel really good about doing it. And then at that point, you can maybe add in something else. But just make sure to take things slow and be patient with yourself while you're establishing something new. But it really is a really great way to start building a relationship with yourself and changing habits that maybe we don't want anymore, we're done with, we don't need in our lives, but we're not quite sure how to do that. A routine can be a really good way to feel safe and to feel more comfortable with letting those things go. So I'd love to hear in the comments or from you what new routine you're going to come up with. What's one thing that you're going to start to try and do on a daily basis? Let me know, and let me know how it goes for you. Also, if you love these videos, head over to my website at luminousliving.ca. There's more of them there. And feel free to pass this on to anybody else who is maybe looking to change up something and isn't sure how. I'd love for you to share this video. So I hope you all have a really great rest of your week, and we'll see you soon. Bye.